all you Splinterheads, welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. I'm Bronze Dragon, and I like to cover Splinterlands related content on a weekly basis, sometimes a few times a week, depending upon what's going on. This last week, a lot of things have been going on in Splinterlands. However, since I'm not a member of the Mav chat and Mav server, I did not have access to the new rewards cards drops, so I could not cover those, unfortunately. Today, though, I want to take another look at Splinterforge, as it's been popping up on a lot of people's feeds, and a lot of people's are doing videos on it. Came out a few weeks ago. If you're not familiar with it, you probably are if you're watching this video, but it did come out a few weeks ago, and it's been changing as time goes along, and I haven't put a whole lot of time into it up until the last few days. Whenever I started to discover that you know, there's some decent money to be made in this game, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time and effort on your daily basis, but you can supplement your Splinterlands income and trade back and forth if you wish, because at this point in time, the unit of money for Splinterforge, which is a Forgium, or Forge for short, is worth roughly what a DEC is worth, kind of in the same ballpark, and you can trade them back and forth if on the Hive engine. So that makes it very nice to be liquid back and forth, especially when I'm also considering that in the near future I may want to trade back and forth some Forgium for some DEC to burn for DECB, but that's a different topic. What I want to talk about today, and I want to preface this by saying I'm a very beginner on this. I have been learning some over the last couple weeks as the game's been evolving, off of videos from other YouTubers, which are very helpful, and I would recommend going out and looking for those, such as Cryptomancer and things of that nature. But I have also been discussing this with my brother because he's been playing it more too. So he brought several things to light and taught me a few things last night. As we were discussing, I wanted to jump in because there's some changes to my account I need to make, because I've been going about some things incorrectly, just from a noob point of view, a beginner's point of view. The first thing I want to do is I have not opened that many packs. So I want to go in to, well, those are my cards. First of all, while I'm here in the shop, I do want to buy a couple enhancement bags, because that's one of the things I did not buy originally. I did take advantage of the staking opportunity in December and earned a little bit of Forgium, which you see up here, 17,000. But I'm getting ready to drop 8,000 to buy a couple of these enhancement packs, which include gems and runes to basically enhance your other equipment, right? So, okay, so, and I have 16 alpha packs, and I'm just going to, for the sake of brevity, open all those at the same time. So let's go ahead and open 16 alpha crates, because I do need equipment, because everything up to this point rare is about the best I've had. So one of the things before I reveal these is that I was going about it a little bit all wrong, really. Okay, so I was strictly looking at the game from the Splinterlands cards point of view, when in fact in this game the game is more heavily weighted towards strengthening and buffing your hero. Okay, and the hero is buffed through equipment, obviously, and better equipment is buffed through buying more cards, which is, we're all used to that in Splinterlands, right? But it wasn't readily apparent to me how important the hero was, right? So let's go ahead and reveal all. Let's see what I got. So far, a few nice items. I do see that I have a superior quiver, superior sword, two nice pickups, and superior boots, and a superior shield. One of the main changes I'm going to do, and I have multiples of most of these. One of the main changes, I wish I've got a rare bow. One of the main changes I'm going to do is change from using the warrior to the archer. In some cases, obviously, it changes depending upon who you're fighting, what boss, and what their powers are. Let's go ahead and open the 2 gem bags as well. See if I get anything decent there. Okay, nothing great. Got a couple rares. That's it. May play 2 death summoners without the death summoner. May play 2 fire monsters without the fire summoner. And the rest are commons. Shield plus damage, plus melee rather. Water monsters, fire monsters. May play 3 extra mana for battle. Now that's not too bad. Doesn't help a whole lot, but okay. So let's go to the hero screen. And what I want to do is unequip everything. I guess it makes a blockchain check every time you unequip an item. And I want to just take another look at the equipment and see if I can upgrade anything before equipping it on the Ranger. Well, the 2 things that will not be able to go back and forth are the weapons, because the sword and the shield are primary weapons for the warrior. Let's go over to the forge. Sorry, I'm new to this. Seeing if I have enough cards to upgrade. Sort by rarity. Obviously I have mostly commons. I'm going to see about reforging the commons into rares. So it costs, you can reforge 4 commons into a rare for 150 forge. I've got a lot of commons. Well, I guess it would behoove me to go back and let's look at the rares, see if I can. Oh, it costs 500 forge to reforge 6 rares into an epic, and it costs 2,500 forge, so to reforge epics into a legendary, 8 epics. This will take further thought. Now there is one school of thought that says, somebody's video says that he would reforge all the commons into rares and go from there. Seems a bit expensive, but I see his point. Let's see what I can equip with just rare and above on my archer, or sorry, what's he called? Ranger. There are no cloaks in the game yet, no necklaces in the game yet. I also learned that there's a lot riding on health for your hero. Health and speed. Speed is one of the main attributes to take advantage of, as well as health. And tertiary would be the armor. You want to get more attacks in, right, against the boss. Let's equip this. Basically going in and equipping the best I have. I do have a rare bow, which is not great, but it's the best I got. No helms in the game yet. And I still only have a common chest piece. I will have to work on this equipment as time goes along, but I don't want to extend out this video too long. Now, the main portion here is the quiver. Now, I want to socket something in this quiver. Let's go back to cards. And let's see what I want to socket. I think either of my choices, either the +2 armor or use 3 extra mana. Let's go with 3 extra mana. Okay. Probably not the best choice, but it's what I got. So let's go ahead and equip that. Now, modest up to 48 max mana, +2 ranged, or he does 2 ranged damage, 5 speed, 3 armor, and 2 health. So let's just go and try a trial battle. A new death guy came out for, a new death boss came out for bronze. The last one was defeated last time. So he has phase, which is against magic. So obviously we're not going to play magic. I just want to throw a team, one of my standard teams at it and see what happens, really. So I've been using Kelia and Tarsa a lot. However, I want to go speed, so I'm going to go Kelia and I'm going to go Conqueror Jasek. And I'm going to throw some standard choices of mine in there: Demon Shark, Flying Squid, Deep Lurker, Tidebiter, and Radiated Brute, 10E Striker. I've got 4 mana I can work with here for the last card. Let's see, what do I got that's fast? Not much. Zenith Monk. Let's go with the Swim Hunter. I know, weird choice, but let's go ahead and see what happens here. Versus death. Let's speed this up a little bit. Now you will see that I was effective in getting a fast team because I'm 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 9. All my characters are faster than 8. I'm hoping that that translates into more damage overall. My hero is 11 speed, so he'll be getting more attacks in than death, almost double the attacks. Also, death isn't too shabby at 6 speed. And there goes my hero. Go ahead and speed that up to max speed there. I think if this came out more than... I'm trying to shoot for more than 150. I mean, my average before with the Warrior was kind of around 125 to 150 points. If I could get 150 or better, I'd be happy. Improve my average. You know, I would like to be able to improve my average above 200, obviously. We'll see what I'm doing here. I'm just evolving, you know, learning. 47. Terrible. Terrible. Let's try one more. Not impressed, but I probably made some poor choices. Let's go back to the Tarsa and Kelia combo. I'm going with a team that I use a lot, and I kind of average around 150 points with the Warrior. So but obviously now I have a few more mana. I already used the Deep Lurker. Let's use the Demented Shark. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. And this is just new strategy for me as far as using the Archer instead of the Warrior. We'll see how this turns out. I need some more health on my hero. Obviously, I need better equipment, but that translates into dumping a lot of money into chests, into Splinterforge. What is happening? Why is it not fighting? Something. Let's refresh. Great. I have to do that again. Yeah, they definitely don't have the bugs worked out of this game. It's definitely a work in progress, and several different issues as far as you know, glitchiness. Last night I was playing very slow. Let's try this again. I probably lost my stamina from that last match, which I didn't get anything out of. So I'm giving up speed versus using, but I picked up health and I picked up a melee point. And my hero's already dead. I don't know. I've got to look further at this. Maybe using a melee hero, I should go ahead and use, or using a ranged hero, I should go ahead and use more ranged characters. I don't know. But he died very quickly. It's better, 188. Let's go ahead and go back. So I guess the key takeaways that I've found that I have to learn more about, obviously each hero has a different use as far as what the boss's power is going to be. For instance, phase on death here, you wouldn't use magic against him. Shield, this guy looks like he would be ripe to use magic against because he has shield versus melee and ranged and so forth. A lot to learn. I did another takeaway is the fact that the game is heavily dependent upon spending more money on more chests or alpha packs. I call them chests. It looks like a crate, and enhancement bags. And when you go into cards, obviously you can take and you can combine them and make higher level cards. You can also reforge them to try to make better rarity cards, which cost forge. And you can also you're also looking for better gems to include in the items to make the items better. And overall, you're trying to improve the speed, the health, and then thirdly, the melee damage, or shield, sorry, the shield importance of the hero, because I think in this game it's proven that the more attacks you can get in on that against the boss, the better. But once again, it comes down to spending a ton of money. But like I said, and the other takeaway is that the money is, the Forgium is pretty fluid in that you can take and you can change it back and forth between players. You can change it back and forth between your account with Splinterlands and such. You can buy, sell, and trade it on the market. And I'm looking forward to being able to trade cards and such. I'm going to dig further in this as we go, but this was just kind of a primer and to show you that I am interested, getting more interest in this game, because one thing I will point out is the fact that you can make a decent amount of money doing this currently, and I'm pretty sure that as time goes along, the amount that's being offered is going to go down, and I sure hope that the developer or developers of this game exclude bots and do what they can to exclude bots. I know bots are kind of inevitable when you're talking to any online game, but you're seeing here that the top 100 persons, as far as damage done until this character is dead, this boss is dead, will get some sort of reward. And at this point, the number one player is getting 30,000 forge, which is a decent amount of money. I'm not going to figure it up, but I'm sure it's 20 or 30 bucks, maybe 40, you know. So now I will say that that requires dedication, and it requires you to sit here and insert time and your effort in keeping on top of mind and being aware of being able to use all of your stamina at all times and having a good strategy at it. You know, spending a lot of money to buff up your hero, and also renting the right cards, which can help in Splinterlands, right, to be able to use them, renting or buying them. But it could translate to a decent amount of money on the back end, right? So, I mean, even if you, let's go to 100. Well, it doesn't go down to 100. Even at level 60, maybe on this lower level bronze, it only goes to 60. You get 7,500 forge for being level 60, right? Currently, I'm level 29. But that's just because this battle just started, and I'm sure as time goes along this will extend to 100, because I was looking at the hero last night, which was almost dead, and the top 100 got some sort of award, and you know, obviously out towards 100 it was only like 3,000 forge, but still when you look at it, it's a buck or two, you know. And if you're going to play anyway and you have a good strategy and you build up your hero and you build up your cards, or come up with a better strategy to use the cards in each hand, then it allows you to do more damage and amass more points. So obviously there's going to be people that are more into this than not. This is just kind of a side game for me. So I'll wrap it up there. I do have another video coming up, my standard Friday video of kind of wrapping up what I purchased in Splinterlands this week and last week, because I had a mic failure. Well, it wasn't a mic failure. It was more of a software issue, settings issue that took me a while, that prevented me from making that video last week. But we'll do that wrap up, and I'll probably get that out tomorrow. With that said, I hope you're having a good Friday wherever you are, and I hope your family is healthy going into February of 2023. And I thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me. With that, I will see you on the flip side.